Hey, 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 how are you people doing today? It's Matt and it is Maniac Monday. I hope each and every one of you are having a safe day so far. Hopefully all of you are in your homes away from all the people that are sick, and hopefully you're taking care of yourselves because this is a time of need for all of us to take care of each other, and it's time to step up and show that we are above the drama and everything in the human race, and that we can survive and pull through something like this, because this, who knows how where it's going to go, and hopefully it's nowhere and we get it eliminated really soon. Otherwise, we might end up in the movie The Road. I hope not, because that is some scary, scary stuff. It was one of the most depressing films I've ever seen. Well, not ever seen. It's really depressing, in my opinion. Definitely shows there's no hope for humanity type film. Very, very good, though. Anyways, anyways. On to today's film. Today's film is a fantastic one. It was recommended to me, and I had to go and immediately get it and check it out, because I knew I'd seen like bits and pieces of it at one point, but I never got a chance to finish it. And I was always kicking myself that I never got to finish it. It was one of those ordeals where I was at somebody's house and they were watching it, and I caught bits and pieces of it through that way, which honestly did no justice. I mean, what I saw I really liked. But it was I thought it was very dry and slow at the time. But after going through it and rewatching it and seeing it for basically the first time, um, getting to watch the story unfold is in a much different facet than just a very random spectator that got to see just a few things of it. So this is one I always, on Mondays, I always like to start out with a good movie, and this one definitely is a good movie. I originally had something planned for Friday. I'm switching that one to Thursday because I watched a good one last night that is immediately going to take over on the Friday slot, because it is the best movie I've seen in a while. It's a really good movie, one that I hope you guys check out on this Friday. Nice little independent feature. Can't say anything bad about it. It was freaking awesome. But today's movie is from 2011. 2011, 2012. IMDb and both the back of the case listed as 2011, but I noticed on the trailers they list it as 2012. Um, I don't know what necessarily is the behind that. I don't know if it's which one is which. I'm going with the 2011 mark. And this one is not rated. It's running about an hour and 35 minutes. At least that's what my copy says. IMDb is also listing it as an hour and 35 minutes. So I don't think there's anything cut between what I have and what exists. And this is starring Neil Maskell as he plays a guy named Jay, and he's a very interesting character. He's very hot-headed. He's kind of a dickweed. He's one of those people that he's liked, but he's also not liked in the same sense, because he's just so much of an arrogant prick that you just kind of want to reach into the screen and punch him a little bit. He's a very unlikable character, in my opinion. Now, his friend Michael Smiley, who plays Gal, who is the Irishman, he is very. I do like his character. He's got one smashed up nose, and it's the craziest looking broken nose I've seen in a long time. But it looks, yeah, he looks like he was a boxer or something in his previous life. But his character Gal is a very likable character. He's very smooth, very suave, very calm demeanor about everything, which is nice. I liked his character a lot. And then we got Myanna Buring in here. She plays the wife. She plays a very well character. I liked her character. She's very the between her and Jay's character, they have a very tumultuous relationship. It's very much on fire, but not in a good sense. It's a constant bitter arguing and fighting and dragging the child into the problem when the child should be not witnessing these things, because nobody at that young age needs to witness their parents fighting in a drag out fight like what they were doing. And at one point, you know, even Jay and Gal even get into it. Very interesting relationship there as well. This Jay character, like I said, he's not a very likable character right from the get. At least for me, he wasn't. And this is directed by Ben Wheatley, and this is none other than Kill List. Very cool. This is the IFC releasings. What do they call it? IFC Midnight releasing. Very cool stuff. There is 0 reversible cover art. It is an actual DVD. And then here, let me pop it over for the special features. There you guys go. Alright, yeah, there's a few good things on there, I thought, for as far as the features went. I needed to check out all of it. I believe I didn't do the commentaries, because I didn't have enough time to do those, but I will eventually, because I'm curious what the other people have to say about this film, especially the director, because this is a interesting film. It won all these awards here. What do we got? The Toronto, we got Fright Fest, we got South by Southwest, and City, or what do they call it? I can't. I think it's Fatigue. I can't remember, but anyways, it won a lot of awards, and it deserves it. And now, like I said, Jay's character is this kind of a prick. Oh, and I forgot Emma Fryer. She's in here. She plays Gal's girlfriend, love interest type. There's something much deeper underlying with her in this film. She has a lot to do with what transpires in the end. So it is one of those you can. No, I'm Corona free. Cigarettes, coffee. But anyways, I've already been sick. I ain't gonna get the corona. Anyways, like you see here, there's this little symbol here. This symbol here is you get to see it throughout. It's this weird imagery that is very occultish, and it all boils down to finally what the very end is, and it has one hell of a wild ending, one I didn't see coming. It was very reminiscent of other films that I've seen. It kind of reminded me of, what's a good one? The Jim Jones movies. Those are both really good, both Guyana and the Jim Jones story. Both of those are great occult films that work for this. Devil's Reign is another one that I thought about when I watched this. It's very very well done. And then so you got basically Gal is approaching Jay, who Jay got injured both physically, emotionally. He's all messed up, PTSD stuff going on from his last job in Kiev, and so he hasn't been able to work for like 8 months or something, 8-9 months, something like that. That's what's leading to a lot of the hostility in his relationship. Is that Gal comes and approaches him with a great offer to he has to whack 3 people: a priest, a librarian, and a guy from the parliament. Very interesting trio. You get to see some very strange things when he goes to kill them. They're treating him like he's a messiah while he is just destroying them. There's a magic scene with a hammer that I feel is a better Hammer scene than August Underground, but what can I say? I mean, the goods are delivered, and you get to see them, and it's very brutal and very rough, very cool stuff. Um, and now you got. I'm trying to think what else I want to say without giving away too much. Um, I think I want to leave it at that for the story as far as that goes. I'm going to hop over onto my rating side now. This one is a very well polished made film. The plot or the story it builds very very well. It does have a little bit of it is a little of a slower one, but this is what I would call a slow burn, and it is a perfect slow burn. Well, not I call a slow burn. That's what they would call a slow burn, not just me. This is definitely a perfect example of one. You have to pay attention. You can't just half-ass watch this movie, put it on in the background and just watch partially. This is one you must pay attention to. Very, very, very cool, deep stuff. What else do I want to say? The acting is really well done. The story, like I said, the story delivers well. It's very, very, very good. So I'm going to give it a 4 on the 1 through 5 scale on the technical side because it is very well polished. Can't say enough good about that. As far as an entertainment side, the only issues I have is how slow it is. It could be sped up just a pinch more. But otherwise it works perfectly. It does what it's set out to do, and it doesn't pull any punches in the process, and that's what I liked about it. I'm glad I purchased this. I'm glad it was recommended to me. I will watch this over and over again. This is one that I can't wait to see next time. Wait to see it again because I know there's going to be things. The occult stuff that I didn't notice before, like there's a whole thing with rainbows in here, or a rainbow, and the whole rainbow was it had a lot of there's a lot of deep meaning to it. So I don't know it exactly yet. I have my theories. I want to go back through and rewatch it so I can build a better theory on it. You know, it's hard to a first time just kind of like build a perfect idea of what you feel about this film. This is a multiple watch. So I'm going to give it a 4 there. So this thing's got an 8 out of 10. It's a solid film. IFC Midnight, you knocked it out of the park with this one. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for St. Patty's. I originally had something else lined up for today, but I scrapped it to put this one in because I liked it so much. I will be reviewing the film that I did have picked out. I will be reviewing it this week. It's just going to be pushed at a different time. Maybe I'll do it for tomorrow. I'm not 100% yet. I don't really have any. I don't want to do the cliche St. Patty's Day reviews, at least not right now. Eventually I'll do Leprechaun and Stitches and Grabbers and all those fun Irish films that they've made. I'm just not going to do those just yet. Alright guys, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I got some things to do. I'm going to go hang out with the old lady for a little while. Hopefully things are good for everyone else here. Stay indoors. Stay away from people that cough. I love your faces as always. And, peace.